In 2026, learning English is easier than ever. Apps, AI, courses, endless content. And yet, millions of people still freeze when it's time to speak. A few years ago, I worked with a learner named Max. Max had studied English for nearly 7 years. He knew grammar rules. He knew plenty of vocabulary. But the moment someone spoke to him in real English, his body reacted first. Fast heartbeat, tight chest, empty mind. One day, Max said something I'll never forget. "I understand English, but English doesn't come out of me." And that single sentence explains the struggle of millions of learners. The problem isn't knowledge. It's the gap between understanding and speaking. Most people train English like a school subject. Study first, practice later, speak someday. But fluency doesn't work like that. Fluency isn't stored in books. It's stored in your nervous system. So I told Max something uncomfortable. Stop preparing to speak English. Start speaking English before you feel ready. He laughed. Then he hesitated. Max said, "But I'll make mistakes." I smiled and said, "Exactly." Because fluency isn't built through perfection. It's built through exposure, through repetition, through being uncomfortable and continuing anyway. So Max changed one small habit. Every morning, 10 minutes of listening to real English. No lessons, no grammar explanations. Just real voices and real conversations. Every night, 10 minutes of speaking. Not practicing rules, just expressing thoughts out loud. Sometimes to himself, sometimes into his phone, sometimes in broken sentences. But he spoke. At first, it felt terrible. Slow, awkward, embarrassing. But instead of memorizing words, Max started learning patterns. Not important, but it's important to remember this. Not decision, but I need to make a decision. His brain stopped translating and started thinking in English. After a few weeks, English changed roles. It stopped being a puzzle. It became a tool. When Max was tired, the thought appeared. I need a break. When he was busy, I'll do this later. No effort. No translation. Just use. 3 months later, Max spoke again. His grammar wasn't perfect. His accent wasn't perfect. But his confidence was new. And that's the real secret. Fear not, grammar is the real enemy of fluency. In 2026, the fastest English learners aren't the smartest. They're the bravest. They speak before confidence arrives. They make mistakes without shame. They practice daily even when progress feels invisible. If Max can do it, so can you. You don't need more rules. You don't need another textbook. You need courage, consistency, and daily action. 10 minutes of listening, 10 minutes of speaking, every single day. So let me ask you something. Which sentence sounds the most natural in everyday English? A. That's the reason why I left early. B. That's the reason I left early. C. That's why I left early. D. That's the reason because I left early. Take a moment. Write your answer in the comments. Because the best way to improve English is to start using it today.